I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Fabricio Zonzini. He is VP of Beyond Beer at Anheuser-Busch. Fabricio, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Now, a quick note to our viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Fabricio, with the recent release of Cacti Agave Spiked Seltzer, it looks like Anheuser-Busch is all in on hard seltzers. Why did you decide to launch another seltzer right now when there are already so many on the market? And do you have any early sales results that you can share with us about Cacti?
Yeah, so let me take the first one first. As in-house at Anheuser-Busch, we never take a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to portfolio. So we do believe that, well, first we took seltzer as one of our commercial priorities and said, okay, if this is a priority, we need to play portfolio. So we need to have, and when you talk about portfolio, we have different price ranges, different taste profiles, and so on. We did see an opportunity on the a little more flavor, a little different, a little what we are calling the seltzer 2.0. And that's where Cacti actually fits in, right? So we spent a lot of time working on what's new into these categories. So we do play in the current category, but always looking into the future. And then as our conversations with Travis continued, we eventually landed on creating a seltzer with him. But it's not any seltzer. It's a much different seltzer with higher alcohol, with a different taste, and this is all done with him. So it actually is Travis Scott's idea in a can. So that's what's super nice about that. And in terms of results, so we are super excited. The first couple of weeks have been great. So and early reads, but what we have is the Cacti 9-pack variety pack was the best-selling Anheuser-Busch variety pack in all seltzers. It did outpace the competitors' variety pack like White Claw, Core Seltzer, Mike's Hard Lemonade Seltzer in the first week combined. And it broke into the top 5 seltzer with a 3.2% share of category in seltzer. Leading total ABI and Anheuser-Busch close to 20% share of seltzer. So it's super encouraging what we're seeing in the first beginning in terms of not only numbers, but consumer engagement that it's been amazing.
All right. Well, I have to say that having Travis Scott, partnering with him on a seltzer makes it unique for sure. So tell me about his role with Cacti and what's it been like working with him and what makes the partnership so unique?
So Travis is involved 100% in everything we do. So from the flavor selection, the packaging, creating, the creative part, advertising, even the video that we released at the Grammys, like he was 100% involved on producing, creating, and directing the ad. So it's super cool that he's 100% hands-on. Him and the Cactus Jack team are super hands-on. And this is a truly first of its kind partnership at Anheuser-Busch. And it's helping us to rethink, in fact, the way that we look at celebrity relationships. So with Cacti, our conversations and relationship with Travis began first, and together we built this from the ground up. So it's not like it's added at the end of the game. So we started talking to them first, engaged, and then the connection was super nice between their team and our team. So, okay, so this has legs. Let's produce something from the ground up. Let's build something from zero. And that's how the partnership has been ever since the beginning.
Now, what's the typical process like at Anheuser-Busch for creating innovations like Cacti? How do you go from zero to brand new product so quickly?
Yeah, I think that's something that sets us apart. Our innovation process, and I'm super proud to talk about it because I was part of developing that process at Anheuser-Busch. But the thing is, a lot of big companies they look inside out. So what's good for me, then try to get consumers there. We took a complete different approach of being outside in and having consumers in the front of everything we do. So the first thing we do, and we have connection, we are somewhat obsessed about this consumer connection, trying to talk as much as possible, go to the market as much as possible, and understand within the innovation process, what are the gaps or opportunities within a portfolio. And the beauty is that a Anheuser-Busch plays in a wide variety in this portfolio. So we're not 100% concentrated in some places only. So we do have license to play. And the way it happens is from there's a yearly cycle that we start with 200 plus concepts, crash test with consumers and with our family of wholesalers and retailers, land on a few concepts, crash test them, and then we develop this super fast prototyping model that we call the Apollo 11, that we are able to test products rapidly, change, pivot with what I love to call license to fail, because it's a great process where you'll understand if something will go or not, if you should be scaling this up or not. And on top of it, you have the consumer connection and how we always listen socially of what's going on. So if you look at Cacti, it touches on all angles. So it was an opportunity in the portfolio, tested super well, and was 100% on trend with what consumers were asking, saying, and consuming in terms of content. So it was great to develop that using the innovation process that we have that is super agile.
Okay, and Fabricio, finally, you work on a team at Anheuser-Busch called Beyond Beer. What does that entail, and what are the kinds of products that you're working on that you think are going to take off with consumers? And anything we should keep our eyes on?
Yeah, absolutely. So Beyond Beer is a very broad term. So we try to narrow, not narrow, but we try to focus on the ready-to-drink space. Every ready-to-drink solution is growing at a very fast pace. So we try to connect ourselves to that. And again, that's growing because it is a consumer need, and we have consumers at the very first step of the way. If I could tell you one thing that we should be watching out is Cutwater Spirits. So Cutwater is the most awarded canned cocktail brand in the US, with a lineup of over 20 great tasting canned cocktails. And we bring the quality of a distillery and the crafty of real mixers, real mixologists in the convenience of a can. So this has been doing super nice, and the range goes all the way from light and refreshing with vodka sodas and palomas, all the way to bold flavors like margaritas, Mai Tai, and White Russian. So it's outstanding, delicious, doing super well, and growing very fast. And when you talk about the nice thing that we always talk about Travis and Cacti, but one thing that we developed was like a set of partnerships that could bring us to the next level as well. When we bring other companies with one set of capabilities joining with ours, we can make big things. So we have a partnership with our friends at the Wine Group, where we developed together a ready-to-drink beverage under the brand MD 2020, Mad Dog 2020, which has been in the market for a while. But we co-developed a variant in a can, 16 ounce, especially for convenience stores that we're super bullish behind. And also we're launching in combination with the Wine Group, 101 North, which is a brand of wine that we believe a lot. And we are super excited about Babe, the wine, the canned wine. And we launched Babe 100, which is 100 calories in a can, and is doing super well as well. And we also have a non-alc portfolio with Highball, which is organic seltzer. We have Ghost, which is another partnership with our friends at Ghost it's a lifestyle supplement company, and we're launching a functional energy drink as well. So a lot of things to be excited about when it comes to Beyond Beer at Anheuser-Busch.
Wow, well, you sound like a very busy man, and I'm getting thirsty. So it's been so great to talk with you. Thank you so much for joining me on NYSE Floor Talk.
Thank you. My pleasure.